alive is one in the six. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Yeah. Told you so. Told you so. Just remember, I told you so. Remember, I told you so. Remember, I told you so. See, we got in the building. Darryl Big G, Shawa, King Corleone, Michael Fleming, Todd Swindle, Robert Singleton, Rod Neal, MXC, Slim Hussein, Brian Johnson, Sensei, Stormy B-Man, Chesame, Ratchet since 91, Tay Tay, how are you? Edgar Chavez, The Brothers UK, 704 Joe, Sam Mack, Snoopy Mack, David Hyde, CT Fatboy, Son Moses, Christopher English, ES in the building, Amanda, how are you? Look at the sisters back to back. That's what's up. Philip D, TJ Love Sports, Young Abel, salute. Yeah, I know about that. I sent him a text, man. Abdullah, salute. Dirt Gang Boss in the building. Kai World, G McCall, Tech Trapper, Freedom's March, Jeff Spark. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Shogun, salute. Now, yesterday when I was ending my live, and when I was doing pep talk last night, J Dub, what up? Some clowns come in. Detroit native, salute. Clowns come in and they let me tighten my brother up real quick. They come in and they Amon, salute. Brandon Shamar, salute. Amon Oz, I promise I didn't forget you, sis. I promise I didn't forget you. I've just been doing a lot behind the scenes, man. We all, we got a lot of stuff going on, as you do. You know what I mean? So now I've been moving and shaking. It's a lot, sis. I promise I didn't forget you, though, sis. I promise. Rick Blackwell, salute. Let me say this. My channel, sometimes I open up my panel to have a conversation, but usually it's for people of like mind. This isn't the channel, although I've done it, this isn't the channel where I want to go back and forth, or I feel this way and pull up if you feel different, because you don't solve anything. I don't like going back and forth with people, especially over things that I know and I see to be true. All right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't like what I have to say about any fighter that I have a gripe with, it's not the channel for you. I'm not going to open up my panel for you to jump on and hide. These dudes, they never want to turn their camera on, and they just want to fuss with you. And it's like, well, this is how I feel about this fighter. Well, this is how I feel about the fighter you're talking about. Why? Because. Just because? No. I'm giving you facts as to why I feel a certain way about a fighter. So this ain't open for debate. There's places you can go for that. It's called BFTB. It's called The Graveyard. Pull up on him. And if you like that sort of thing, if you like to go up there and fuss and whine like a little girl, and disregard complete and total logic, then do that. You go there and he'll take your head off. You need to understand, I don't have debates just for the sake of having them. I don't have debates because, first of all, I'm not going to debate anything that I don't know about. I'm only going to debate something that I know I'm right in. And about this little mofo in the middle, I know 110% I'm right about him. Now, you may think this is going to be a roasting session or not, but I'm going to make a point, because if you watch my content, I've been saying that this was going to happen for a while now. I don't care how you feel about Tank personally. I don't care if you like the braids in his hair. I don't care about if you like how his tattoos. I'm not talking about that. I'm 48 years old. This isn't a discussion about fashion. This isn't a discussion about materialistic items. This is a discussion about behavior. You gotta understand. See, a lot of you guys just popped up in the last year or two. You don't know what we've been dealing with as a community. And some of these fighters, they set us back to the Stone Age with what? Their behavior. And when we stand in the pocket for some of these Negroes, they never see the big picture. Instead of buckling down and saying, hold on, maybe I need to pay attention to the atmosphere. They just don't. They don't. And we have chaos amongst ourselves. And it makes it difficult. You try and stand in the pocket for a fellow black fighter, but these guys make it difficult. So you're looking at the meme I just made last night, haunted past? Yes, and I'm going to explain why it's a haunted past. Because everything I said led up to this moment. Now, a lot of you tankomaniacs, y'all not paying attention because you think this kid could beat the world. And guess what? He might be able to. What I'm saying is, if he took care of this problem 3 or 4 years ago, he wouldn't be here. Now, y'all sitting around saying, hey, man, he'll knock them out. Yo, listen, he might not. He might not. And I don't want y'all getting upset when, if something crazy happens. Because these two men on the side, I don't deal with them either. But please don't act like they can't get one over on Tank. Don't act like that. Do not act like that. And that'll be something that you'll have to deal with, because I'm not dealing with it. I'm telling y'all right now, I already see it. I see the writings on the wall. You better hope Tank takes care of this business. Because in the event that he doesn't, don't come here. Don't come here when I start talking about what actually happened. Oh, you hating on Tank. Oh my God, you couldn't wait to see him lose. Well, if you've been watching my content for as long as you were supposed to be, you would know that I never rooted against Tank up until he fought Frank Martin. You can't name a Tank fight where I picked him to lose or rooted against him. You see, that's y'all hating on Devin. That's y'all hoping he lose, literally hoping he dies. I read a tweet from that knuckleheaded, ridiculous dude, Southpaw TV, put out a tweet, said, I hope Devin dies, no cap. He said that. He said that. He said that. Y'all so laser focused on what Bill says, though. Oh, well, Bill said he wanted to kill Ryan. In the heat of competition, fighters say a lot of shit. Bermaine Stavern said he wanted to kill Deontay Wilder. That ain't work. Man, did that not work. Ryan won the fight? No, he didn't. He cheated. Oh, well, that don't explain why the left hand kept laughing. Yes, it does. The man was juiced to the gills. He was juiced to the gills. I'm not hearing this. Yeah, Columbia, I heard that's what that lunatic does. But those same clowns that go over there for that feel good come over here and say, all y'all doing is talk about Tank. Yeah, well, watch this. You say I talk about him, but I ain't lying on him. And I'm not going to lie on him this morning. I'm going to make a point. I ain't got to clown this morning. I ain't got to do none of that. I ain't got to do none of that. Win. That's all Tank got to do at this point. Win. All he got to do is win. Because he just painted himself in the corner. He better not lose. Do not run over here. In the event he has a hiccup between any of these two men, do not come over here. I don't know. You guys are like battered women. You can't stop listening to me. You can't stop listening to BFTV. You can't stop listening to any LDBC channel. If we hate Tank, you listen. I don't go over there to that nigga channel. People send me clips or whatever. My boy just last night was like, yo, this dude came on my algorithm. Who is this? I said, oh, that's some retarded ass clown in Chicago somewhere. Another nigga scared to come to fights because of his mouth. Because of his mouth, he's scared to come outside. I said, man, here's what you do. You see those three buttons on the side which says not interested or, you know, don't recommend this channel? I said, take your pick. I said, he's a lunatic. He's crazy. He's crazy. He's crazy. I'm not concerned about what those dudes do. People send me what these dudes say, and I look for a quick second, like, oh, okay, well, typical. But this is all relevant to the topic. Because the ball is in y'all court. Now, Tank is the man, right? Now, let me walk you through what I was saying for a long time. First of all, if you watch my content, you already know how I feel about Teofimo Lopez. You already know how I feel about Teofimo Lopez. You already know. You already know how I feel about Vasily Lomachenko. You already know how I feel about these two dudes. And you already know how I feel about Tank. Now let me give you some food for thought. Where do I begin? Well, let's start with Vasily Lomachenko. The second franchise champion. The red carpet was rolled out for him. This is the man that they said, Bob Arum said, I haven't seen anything like this since Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. Gets out there, loses his second pro fight. Gets title shot after title shot after title shot. It was very clear that the WBO and the WBC saw more value in this white man than they saw in the talent surrounding him. They saw more value in Lomachenko than Bud. And by the way, even Lomachenko, a few years ago, when they said, hey, man, are you pound for pound number one? He said, no, it's Bud Crawford. He said that. Speaking of which, see, I always think of things at the last possible minute. I have to stop doing things like this. Let me see. I'm trying to. Let me try and find this picture. Because something happened. Who remembers when Bud Crawford was fighting on ESPN? He won a fight, and after he won that fight, Andre Ward was still active, and they were talking to Teddy Atlas, and Teddy Atlas stood right there and told Andre Ward, who was still active but undefeated and just got done working with Teddy Atlas doing commentary. Just got done working with the man. And told Andre Ward and Bud Crawford straight to their face that he thought Vasily Lomachenko was #1 pound for pound. Who remembers that? Who remembers that? And I watched that and I said, did he really just do that? You want to talk about on code? You want to talk about on code? I'm like, wait a minute. He didn't break a smile, nothing. They just stared at him. And I was like, yo, he really did that? Loma had like, what? Did he even have 10 fights when he did that? I mean, that shit was state of the art. You know, I was like, wait a minute, what is he? He really did that? He really just said that? Straight to their face? Straight to their face. You let Loma tell it. Loma said out his own mouth, he felt Bud was #1 pound for pound. But he said, yo, listen, y'all, gotta wake up. You gotta wake up, man. You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. This is how they do us, man. This is how they do us. And it's unacceptable. Now, I pointed that out. I pointed it out. And I said, yo, I actually made a meme, which I'm looking for right now. I made a meme about that. And I pointed it out. And, you know, I thought it was quite entertaining, but it was real. But, you know, people hear what they want to hear. People see what they want to see. And, you know, choose to stay ignorant, choose to stay asleep. It's okay. But I remember that. Hold on, I'm still looking for that. I'm looking for the picture because I made a meme about it. Give me 1 second. I made that meme when it happened, bro. I took a picture of my TV. Give me 1 second, y'all. I know I got it somewhere. I even think to, like I told y'all, I'm unorganized. When I get some time, I'm gonna organize all of this stuff for the family. Just give me a second. Teddy Atlas held the mic to their face and told those brothers that. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He really said that? Straight to their face. No filter, nothing. No chaser, nothing. He just did it. And I was like, yo, what do you mean? It's ridiculous, man. But he fixed his mouth to say it, and he said it, and he didn't care. He did not care. And you know, there were people watching that were like, yeah, you know, he's right though. Said it straight to those brothers' face. Now, if those brothers stood there in silence and didn't challenge him on that, right? People co-sign that. Not Bud or Andre at any point said, yo, man, look, Teddy, you're bugging out, but go ahead. That guy in there is not better than me. He lost his second pro fight, Teddy. You got 2 undefeated fighters standing in front of you, Teddy. But go ahead, Teddy. They didn't even do that. They stood there, and to me, it was equivalent to Dillian White sitting there when who was that, Barry Hearn? When he said, we used to be slave drivers. He just stood there and took it. He just stood there. He just sat there. I was like, he's not going to say anything, is he? Nope. And see that right there? That's what makes it difficult for us as supporters to stand in the pocket, because I could say something, but you know what the racist idiots will say? Oh, well, they were standing right there. They didn't say anything, so that means they agree. That means they agree. No, it doesn't. But when brothers don't speak up, that don't mean that the situation is bad. I spoke up, I said something. But that's the privilege that that Vasily Lomachenko has. That's the privilege he has. I'm not gonna find this thing. I ain't gonna look for it, man. And if I miss you in the chat, know that I love you, man. I was just looking for something. That's the privilege that this dude has. Fights Gary Russell. It was a tough fight. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, main biker. Yup, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me load this fucker up. I made this meme. I made it the night it happened. So if you see it anywhere else, I made it. Mofos, I did it. The night he did this was the night I made it. I said, get the fuck out of here. This dude is bugging. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna send this to myself and I'm gonna upload it so y'all can see it. And I forgot. What fight was that? Because Bud just caught a body. Bud caught a body. Bud caught a body. And it went unappreciated. He catches a body. Bud went out there and was Bud. And what happens? He gets told that Lomachenko's #1 pound for pound. Both these brothers are standing there undefeated. On a roll after a knockout win. Told him straight to his face. There it is. Lomachenko's #1 pound for pound. They stand at him like, how much they paying you to say that shit, Teddy? Thank you, main biker. There it is. He told them that. Right here in this interview, he told them that straight to their face. They didn't even ask. He just had a knockout win. The conversation had nothing to do with who's #1 pound for pound. Teddy just said it. If you could find this interview anywhere on the internet, I forget what win this was. I forget. But it was on ESPN. Bud just stopped somebody. I forget who it was. Gets out there doing an interview. And as you can see, Teddy Atlas was even sitting next to Andre Ward the whole night. And nobody was even talking about Loma. And he forwarded that information. Now, that definitely wasn't Amir Khan because I was at that fight. That was at the Garden. That definitely wasn't Amir Khan. That was, who was the, oh, man. Damn it, I forget. But no one was talking about pound for pound. Teddy Atlas just forwarded that information, bro. And I'm like, what the hell? No one's talking about that. But he felt the need to let those two niggas know, I don't care if you're undefeated, you got to go up and fight Kovalev. I don't care if you're undefeated with a knockout. You're just a little black dude. I'm telling you, between the two of y'all, there's 40 fights. But I'm telling you, that little Ukrainian dude, Vasily Lomachenko, I got him #1 pound for pound. Because stylistically, we're firemen. Straight to their face. Straight to their face. And when we get online and call it out and say, yo, that was some bullshit, what do you think happens? Andre Ward, right? Andre Ward. Hey, I ain't asked for your help. Oh, wow. Okay. Bud, he don't even talk to us, which is fine. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I just need Bud to be Bud. because I know what happens when these brothers lose. Andre Ward beat Kovalev in the first fight fair and square, and all they said was they called him son of judges. Kovalev was robbed. He said, all right, I'll do it again, because anytime a black person does something or has a close fight, we got to do it again. We automatically got to do it again. And he went out and stopped him. And then after he knocked out and stopped Kovalev, and when he knocked him out, he stopped him. After he beat his ass and stopped him, he was hitting him low. So to their eyes, there's an asterisk on Ward's career in his last fight. No, it's not. He beat up Kovalev, the Crusher. Something that B-Hop couldn't do. You never get respect. We always got to run it back. So Andre, out of frustration, in the heat of that interview, he says, oh, hey, man, I ain't asked for your help. Okay, fine, you asked for your help. But you had it, bro. And you know why? It was the right thing to do. Because who would I be to stand by and just let people drag you on the internet like that? And guess what, man? I'm not looking for a stroke from none of these fighters. I do it because it's the right thing to do. I don't do it and then screenshot it and send it on their DMs. Hey, look, man, I was talking about you today. I don't need that. You ain't asking my help? Cool. I'm making a point. The point is, whatever the world does, black people got to be that much better. You think Barack Obama could get away with a quarter of the things that Donald Trump was saying? Hell no, he wouldn't have been anywhere near the White House. Now look at the meme. This is after a knockout victory. And wait a minute. Now that I think about it, this may have been Ngannou. Indongo. Ngannou, hell no. That fight will never happen. This might have been Indongo. This might have been when he became undisputed at 140. This might have been Indongo. He won with a body shot. I think this was Indongo. Which makes this worse. Hold on. Bud versus Indongo. Hey, bro, that was Indongo, man. That was Indongo, man. He's wearing the same shirt. That was Indongo, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. The man just became undisputed at 140. To get a one-on-one with Teddy Atlas. Well, it wasn't a one-on-one because he's standing there with Andre Ward. And I want you to look at the picture. Look at the side where the fighters are, because Andre was still active. This man, Bud, just won undisputed. And that man, Teddy Atlas, told Bud and Ward that Lomachenko is #1 pound for pound. And nobody asked. Think about that. Straight to his face. Straight to Andre's face. And let me put this up. For those of you Johnny come latelys, y'all hating on Bud. Y'all hating on Bud. We never hated on Bud. We had to write emails to sanctioning bodies and ask questions. had to push for them to do the right thing for Bud. So y'all can think what y'all want. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. We stood in the pocket for Bud. I'm standing in the pocket for him right now. This isn't new. But y'all had more smoke for us than y'all had for this motherfucker Teddy Atlas right here. Who has a YouTube channel? Did y'all run over there and question him about this? At any point, did y'all say Teddy was hating on Bud? He hated on him straight to his face. But niggas get to say that Loma's the greatest since Ali and Sugar Ray. We're gonna ignore Floyd Mayweather. We're gonna ignore Pernell Whitaker. We're gonna ignore all of that. He didn't even say Manny Pacquiao. I'm telling you, they put that white boy on a pedestal, did they not? Weird stuff. This is what he did. Straight to their face. In this picture, the positioning of them, he just got done working with Ward. But when he made that statement, which side of the pic this Ward is standing? I rest my mother effing case. So these fighters could think that it's about boxing and they don't need our help. No, you don't. You don't. If you don't pay attention to what's being said about you online, leave it to us because we're just engaging in a conversation. We're calling shit for how it is. But these motherfuckers, they won't waste their time to let you know their position. There's no excuse for him to be saying this to the two best fighters of that at that time. And by the way, Errol was still undefeated at that time. They didn't even fight yet. And Salido beat this dude in the second pro fight, and Teddy says this straight to their face.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
Salute the champ side. You see this right here? Look at the record. They had him 14 wins, no losses, 10 KOs. How do you count the 14 and skip 2? And this is the second time they did that. They really wanted you to forget that loss, man. So, this is why. See, if you're finding me for the first time, I'm telling you straight up and down. Y'all really think I've been hating on Tank all this time? No, I was not. Because at any point, a black fighter can become a victim of the machine. And this dude, Lomachenko, was a problem. Didn't we watch Vasily Lomachenko stand on the podium and forgot after what fight or before what fight, they asked him about Tank Davis? He says, yes, he's king of Twitter. He's king of Twitter. I got a short video, and I played it for y'all. I'm not going to play it for you again. BFTB in the building. I got a short video. You play it for, listen, I don't blindly clown this kid. He has a track record which brought me here. My opinion is based off of facts. If you can ignore what this kid has done all this time, that just tells me you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You are an asshole. Period. You won't find one video where I say that Tank is trash and he's a bad fighter. You will never find, you can't find it because I never said that. My demeanor towards him comes from his behavior, And it's enabled by his fans. It's a direct result of his fans. Unconditional love for this kid being a complete and total maniac. Because Tank is an asshole. He's an asshole. He is. But prior to that, prior to me sealing the deal on this motherfucker where I couldn't defend him anymore, he had Lomachenko issues. He damn sure did. So here's my question. Tank Davis, best in the world, right? To y'all niggas, right? Let me ask you a question. There's a lot of movement at 135. Please explain to me. How was there so much movement at 135 and Tank didn't stop any of it? Your thoughts? I'll wait. Haters, it's okay. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something, please. Say something. Say something, please. Go ahead. Professor X, salute. Geo James, I see y'all. Please, why was there so much movement with these titles at 135 and Tank did nothing? He's not the A side, he's the super A side. Now, let's stay on Loma for a second. Lomachenko was Tank's responsibility. He didn't do it. I recall asking, who makes Tank's fights? I heard two things. First thing I heard was Floyd and Ellaby make his fights. But then when Ellaby was asked, they said, no, Tank makes those calls. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on? And then I remembered, I said, no, wait, I recall watching a video with Floyd Mayweather. And he said something, Professor X, in that super chat, salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. I recall clearly something that Floyd said. Y'all remember this? Now, what you're looking at right there is some dude in another, matter of fact, I screenshot this off of Blue Blood's comment section. He said, you niggas act like Tank trying to age these niggas out. Tank is the oldest. Really?
That huge fight, they think it'll be Lomachenko. Do you think that will be the huge fight for you?
It's time for us to move and talk right here. Like I said before, we're not going to call no particular fighter out. And it's not like we ducking or dodging anyone. Lomachenko has to fight as many fights as possible extremely quick because he's very, very old. Tank is probably 10 years or 11 years younger than Lomachenko. Lomachenko will be 40 before you know it. There's no rush, Tank. Your job is to continue to go out there and do what you're doing. You making the same money.
That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courtin', he did ride a sword and a pick and a revolver by his side. Crambo killed That's a hard part right in there, and then nephew. Crambo killed a la-ra-ro, flop-a-doodle, but too long did he cover up top bottom of Crambo.
I mean, we can close the show right now. That ain't take long. You see what I mean? These Tank fans, who are y'all really? Y'all just popped up in the last year? Don't you know we've been paying attention to this thing the whole time? Look, if you're attracted to him for whatever reason, his money, his purses, his gear, his tattoos, just say that and play the background. Don't try and engage because you're mad that we don't just blindly say we don't like the kid. As a matter of fact, I never said until recently, I don't like the kid. I say, well, if it's that, why is he doing this? Wait a minute, why didn't he do this? Wait a minute, why? And then motherfuckers get mad at us for asking him to do what? His job? Haunted past. What? Did he think he was not have to deal with this? And I'm gonna remind y'all something that I said, but let me read the super chat real quick. My brother Tim TV 212 says, Tank lost me way back when Cali Enigma interviewed him about the fight, when he was going into the elevator about the fight with Loma. He said, Tank body reaction told me he wasn't confident about fighting Loma. Well, I remember that, bro. I remember that. I was like, oh, I ain't like that. He did the Barry Sanders joke. He said Loma, he went, I was like, ooh. Shout out to fool ass Earthman.
Fool ass Earthman.
In that super chat, man. He did Ellaby dirty with that pick, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love.
Fool ass Earthman.
Salute. So let's go back. Let's go back to the video. Now, mind you, there's some comedy value behind what we do here with the memes and videos and stuff, but what you're not gonna call this is not true. This is real shit.
Money Lomachenko is making, and you're doing it easier.
What do you say?
Lomachenko will be 40 before you know it. Lomachenko will be 40 before you know it. 40 before you know it. 40 before you know it.
Move! Where's the lie? I mean, y'all tell me, because I'm out here hating on Tank, right? You tell me where the lie is. Go ahead. I'll wait. Where's the lie? Y'all tell me. I'm hating on Tank. I just pointed out something that was true. I just pointed out something that's true. Y'all want another one? I got another one. Because I ain't got to lie on this kid, man. I don't. I ain't got to lie on this kid. Let me play this other video.
I mean, it don't matter. If you don't want to make the big fights happen, you might as well stay with your promoter that you're with now. If you don't care to go and try to make the big fights happen, what's the point of even leaving your situation? You might as well stay there and be loyal to Floyd if that's the case.
Yeah, he's an email chat. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt. Did that ever happen in boxing anymore? And he's talking crazy. And he still got, come on. So if you win, you said all that. If you win, I'm not out my contract. Let's make the fight happen. Since you want to talk crazy, let's do that. I want to fight you if you win. Devin Haney. He's an email chat. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt.
Why didn't Tank fight Loma 4 years ago? Here's why.
I'm behind you no matter what nobody say.
Pause. What's that? Pause. Pause.
I'm behind you no matter what nobody say.
Pause.
Your job is to go out there and fight and keep making them 7-figure paydays, and we move you up to 8-figure paydays and then 9 figures.
That huge fight, they think it'll be Lomachenko. Do you think that will be the huge fight for you?
It's time for us to move and talk right here. Like I said before, we're not going to call no particular fighter out, and it's not like we ducking and dodging anyone. Lomachenko has to fight as many fights as possible extremely quick because he's very, very old. Tank is probably 10 years.
What does that say? What does that say?
Or 11 years younger than Lomachenko. Lomachenko will be 40 before you know it. There's no rush, Tank. Your job is to continue to go out there and do what you're doing. You making the same money Lomachenko is making, and you're doing it easier. You making the same money Lomachenko is making, and you're doing it easier.
Yeah, he's an email chat. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt.
WBC gives plans for titleists and names Vasily Lomachenko franchise champ. Interim titleist Haney, who elevated to the WBC's world title holder, had been scheduled to defend the interim belt on November 9th against an opponent to be named, and now will defend the full title.
What?
Elevated.
Yeah, he's an email chat.
Y'all do know that they just gave this kid the WBA strap. But when he heard they were doing it, he said, "I don't want that ish," said Gervonta Davis, not Abdul Wahid. Gervonta Davis on social media, reacting to the news that he could be elevated from regular to full WBA champion now that Devin Haney has chosen to vacate his undisputed 135-pound titles. Now he don't want it.
Yeah, he's an email chat.
The reason why the 29-year-old Tank Davis doesn't want to be elevated to full champion are as follows. This is what someone wrote. I didn't write this. This is what his opinion. Sanction fees attached with being a full champion. Having to deal with mandatory dangerous challenges. Less freedom. Email champion stigma. There you go. Right there. There it is.
Yeah, he's an email chat. I got mail. 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 Yay!
You got mail.
Devin is an email champion. What are these guys at 135? Talk to me. Please don't play with me. Please don't play with me. Please don't play with me. Don't play with me. Y'all just think we just pick a side. Oh, we like Devin because or whatever. You know what's crazy? There is no form of logic that you can use to combat what I'm saying in reference to Tank Davis. If you're in here talking about this is a Tank hate channel, you're absolutely right. And you got options. There's a back button. There's a I don't recommend this channel. You can just shut down your whole computer, turn your phone off. You have options. Don't need you here. Don't. This is a Tank hate channel. But I can tell you why I hate Tank. It won't have anything to do with his style in the ring. You will never, ever make me like that kid. Only he can change that. Why you hate Tank? Because he's an asshole. You don't like it now, do you? When I talk about his behavior outside the ring, what am I met with? Oh, come on, he young. You know what y'all sound like? The 21-year-old chick with 5 kids. And now she know all about life, and she's sitting across the dinner table with a dude like, yo, 5 kids? You're 21 years old? I was young, I made a mistake. What? And her girlfriends in simps. Oh, she's young, be a man, step up. No! How about she's a dead body. I'm gonna step over her and get a fresh pair of ovaries. How your kitty cat look like the black hole? Remember the black hole? The Disney movie? Maximilian comes with the blades come out her hey nanu nanu. Get out of here. You're not gonna shame me into liking that. You're not gonna shame me to disregard Tank's behavior and make me like him. I'm looking at y'all like y'all crazy. You like this kid? Look at what he's doing. Look at how he's behaving. Can't co-sign that. Now, the point of me talking about Lomachenko, and salute to our brother Freedom's March, he says, honor the receipt production, y'all. What Pro Tank channel is actually producing them and not just spinning narratives and presenting them as facts. Exactly. I'm showing y'all what this kid said. And I'm making the point. And salute to you, Freedom's March. I'm making the point. I need y'all to understand something, y'all. Do y'all know Loma is still around? He's not an old, how old is he? Like 35? He's not an old 30, whatever he is. He's not an old that. He ain't take like crazy damage. He's never been hit clean. Oh, well, Tank's gonna hit him clean. You don't know that. You don't know that, man. Now, so James Brown, hey! James Brown says, damn, it sounds pretty personal. It is, nigga. It is. Why are you showing so much emotion and resentment? I love this sport, and he's not doing right by it. And if you're a man walking through life with no emotion, there's something wrong with you. That makes you a robot. Resentment? Are you cool with this young man's behavior as a black person? Do not block James Brown. Are you cool with his behavior? Because everything that a black athlete does, they run to our channels and look for us to hold us accountable. But then when we do something great, they downplay it and say that Lomachenko's ranked #1 pound for pound. I don't care how undefeated you are, bud, or how undefeated you are, Andre Ward. Now, James Brown, did you just pull up, or did you miss me? Put up this meme right here. If you're not emotional about this, I don't know what to tell you. Bud Crawford just beat Ndongo to become undisputed at 140 pounds. Gets out the ring, had an interview with Teddy Atlas, and Teddy Atlas told Andre Ward, who was still active at the time, and Bud Crawford, who just won undisputed at 140, straight to their face that he felt Vasily Lomachenko was #1 pound for pound. We're supposed to just take this? And then when I get like this, I'm told I'm being emotional, and I have resentment, and I turn around and I fight the good fight for my black fighters, for Tank to turn around and behave like how he behaves. Now ask me that question again. Resentment? Damn right. I stood in the pocket for Tank. I defended Tank. When his baby mama tried to get him killed, when she called those people on him. Yes. Whenever someone calls the cops on a black man, that's a death sentence. That person wants you killed. Y'all remember the brother right here in New York? That white woman was whipping her dog's ass, and he's in the park watching birds. The black man watching birds and looks, you know, man, he says, "Miss, why are you kicking your dog's ass? Stop that. Get away from me, mind your business. I'm calling the cops." When she called the cops, he was filming her. All of a sudden, she turned on the waterworks. "I'm in the park, and there's a black man. He's I said, she tried to get this brother killed. Backfired because he recorded the whole thing. Got her fired from a job and all that. Right, that was a Karen. Now watch this, brother man. James Brown, watch this, brother man. That was a Karen. We invented that slogan for white women that did that to black men. There's a history of white women getting black men killed. Karen, right? Tank fans are calling Devin Haney a Karen now. Not because he's blowing the whistle on some bullshit. Devin was done an injustice. There was an attempt on his life. And Ryan has lied all over the place. And watch this, James. Tank and his fans are siding with Ryan. Now ask me that question again. Ask it. Whole time, I said Tank should bust Vasily Lomachenko ass 5 years ago. He's yet to do it. And guess what? Loma's still here. Chat, did I not tell y'all months ago that I think they're grooming Lomachenko to be the next undisputed champion at 135? Didn't I tell y'all that? He just knocked out his Christian brother. And George Kambosos, he has 2 belts. Who got the other 2? Tank and Shakur. Now, Devin already done beat Vasily Lomachenko. It was you Tank fans that said he didn't win. I said, y'all better stop that shit. First of all, Devin won. But even if you really felt he didn't, y'all better stop this shit. Y'all better get on code. James Brown, I hope you're listening. I said, y'all niggas better get on code. Don't do that shit. Y'all did it anyway. And what I'm telling you is, Loma's still here. Tank said he wants him next. Okay. He has to knock Loma out. Because if that shit goes to 12, you think they're gonna put up with him losing to 2 niggas? No. 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 So in a sense, am I not still on code by letting y'all know what the play is? I ain't gotta like Tank. I don't. But stop me when I'm lying. You don't have to like the fact, you don't have to dislike the fact that I dislike Tank. I can explain that all day. That's why nobody can out debate me about Tank. Nobody. Because I'm right. He has not done right by the community at all. He has not done right by his Muslim brother at all. I will stick by this. Turk al-Sheikh said, I got 50 million for you in Saudi. You fight Devin. He said, give me 2 Ferraris. I said, I don't know what that's about. Bill Haney gets into it with Floyd. All of a sudden it's, oh, it's not about the street, Bill. And they ran with that. Oh, it's not about the street. It's not about the street. Later on that week, Devin is minding his business at a club, and here come Tank. On some street shit. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. Now watch this. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. He said, when I see Devin, it's on site. Devin was right there. He ain't throw no slaps. He ain't throw no punches. You just showed the fuck up just to be seen. Okay. So was that not street shit? You pull up on Devin, didn't do anything, but you pulled up on Devin for the world to see. I got out of bed that morning. I saw, Tank Davis punks Devin. And I said, it's not really a punk. It's not a punk at all. Devin was actually out the car smiling at him. Say, look at this nigga. We could have fought for you. You was about to make 50 million. I don't know what Turk was going to give Devin, but you was finna make $50 million. My Muslim brother. Now, how is it that Loma could break bread for some belts with his Christian brother without incident. But this nigga can't break bread for $50 million with his Muslim brother. So Abdul Wahid pulls up in the parking lot and makes a scene and does nothing. So you was gonna slap Devin for free in a parking lot when you could have punched him for $50 million? What in the name of nigga math is that? What? What the fuck was that? Now ask me again why I don't like Tank. Ask me again why I resent that kid. Does anything make sense? If you look at it in any other way to make Tank look like the hero in this, there's something wrong with you. 1 minute it's not about the street, and then when I speak on that, what am I met with in the comment section? Oh, well, you know, Tank is a street nigga. You're wrong on that. No, he's not. He's a boxer. The reason why he's good at what he does because he was not in the street. You can't do both. I find it ironic that he waited until he became a millionaire to start getting in trouble with the law. Who's raising this kid? But fuck all of that. Let's keep it boxing. Why didn't he just take care of Lomachenko 4 years ago? Why didn't he? Well, Floyd just told you. And when you ask Ellaby who makes his fights, man, well, Tank picks him. Does Tank pick him or did Floyd pick him or what? Oh, well, Floyd's not around now. He's not in the picture anymore. Now you call out Lomachenko? Do not fuck around and go 12 with that dude. You know what they're gonna do. These chickens may come home to roost for him. And I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Tank, Loma's been on his bumper for at least 5 years. At least 5. What's weird is, those 5 years, Devin was on Lomachenko's bumper. Devin is the only person running into burning buildings looking for the smoke. Y'all don't give him no credit. Y'all don't. Look at what Devin was doing at 135. James, you still in the chat? Because this goes right into to Teofimo Lopez. So while this kid became the A side, fighting people that we knew he was going to beat, and Devin was running around trying to fight everybody, and y'all calling him all kinds of bums and all this sort of ridiculous pillow fists and all this disrespect, there was a disturbance in the force. So there was a microphone thrown in front of Teofimo Lopez, and salute to our brother Champ side. And Teofimo Lopez says this.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, you know, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
So let me get this straight. This fucking idiot, Teofimo Lopez, just revealed information from a meeting that he had with the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman. A grand scheme to legitimately freeze Devin Haney out. Surprise, surprise. Freeze out the black fighter. So let's review up until this point. You got Teddy Atlas telling Andre Ward and Bud Crawford that he felt Lomachenko's #1 pound for pound. You had Tank Davis being steered around Lomachenko, making a lot of money, but being steered around Lomachenko. You had Devin Haney running around trying to fight everybody, right, and collect belts on the way up. And it went unappreciated. It's still not appreciated. You got Teofimo Lopez back, and that was 2018, by the way. That was 2018, by the way. I'll say it one more time. That was 2018, by the way. You got Teofimo Lopez admitting that he's had meetings with the WBC, and they orchestrated things to freeze Devin out. All of these things are documented. And when we say this is why we stand in the pocket for Devin Haney, y'all look at us like we crazy. When I say Devin's not only fighting his opponent, he's fighting a whole machine. And if you was a Tank fan and you understood exactly what the machine was, we were supposed to form like Voltron. It was supposed to be both of us, Tank fans and Haney fans versus Lomachenko. Y'all should have been like, yo, Devin, take care of this work because we don't want Tank doing it. Because Tank ain't want to do it. Why? Because if Loma was a mark, don't you think he'd afford him already? There's a reason why Floyd ain't want him in there with him. You can't tell me anything different, man. He was supposed to take care of that. And now it's 2024. And this man is still here. And I'm telling y'all, they're setting up this Ukrainian to be the next undisputed champion at 135. I promise you. Especially since Shakur said what he said about the Devin Haney situation. Shakur said, yo, Ryan don't need to be in the sport. He could have killed him. Now that he said that, I promise you, Shakur's a marked man. Black fighters, and I don't give a fuck what Shakur said. I don't care if his father Puerto Rican. I don't care about that. You're a black fighter, dude. You're marked coming into this shit. Hey, who wants to hear the Cameron Duncan interview? I got you. Don't worry about it. Since there's no racism in boxing. This is Cameron Duncan, and God rest the dead because he passed a few months ago. This is Cameron Duncan. I need y'all to listen.
I searched high and low to get your contact information, and I was talking. I'll tell you off air who it is. I won't say it on camera, but feel free to ask me. So I called the Mayweather gym, and they said, Fred, if I give you this number, you have to ask him this question. And I says, okay, what's the question? And they said, ask Cameron Duncan, do Top Rank have like columns of fighters? And they say, we don't want this guy fighting the black fighter. We don't want this fighter fighting the Mexican fighter, and so on and so forth.
You're going to get into the racial stuff, huh?
No, I'm not. I'm asking.
That's a theory there by the greatest matchmaker, probably, in my opinion, ever. And I'm not going to mention his name either, but you know what I'm talking about. And he used to have a thing up on his board in BF, no black fighters. And when I was taught to bring up a fighter, you know, and again, it's just, he used to say to me, you can go anywhere in the country, and I'm going to leave it at this, and I won't go into a long discussion, because people are people in God's eyes, and we're all the same. He used to say to me, you can go anywhere into a city in America, or anywhere in the world, and ask a white guy, and he didn't say any other, he didn't say anything about Hispanic, anything. Ask a white guy to throw a jab, and half of them are going to turn backwards and throw it like a girl and everything. Ask any black man on a street corner in any city in the world, and they will snap out a jab in a heartbeat. And I used to laugh. He said they're just more physically gifted. And better to stay away from. Nothing personal. So I said, okay. And I've lived by that. And, you know, I don't want to sound like some weird guy, but, you know, you're trying to be safe with your guys. And so, yeah, there is a thing about that, you know, but not in a bad way, in a very respectful way, you know, to be careful. So that's all.
How does that impact boxing? How does that, like the best fighting the best, you know, like the fans versus the business of boxing?
Well, they're not. That's when you're starting out and everything. So that's not affecting boxing at all. It's just, you know, when you're building a fighter, you know, you reach a point where the best have to fight the best.
Gotcha.
The only reason these fights aren't being made, Fred, is is for politics and money and everything. It's not because of their color or who they are. Believe me, they want to fight each other and they want to make money. And so those fights will happen. And has nothing to do with race or anything else. It has to do with everybody getting along and making these fights happen. And you gotta get along and you gotta make the fights happen. And right now, there's fights that I know we'd all like to see, and it has nothing to do with anything as people. It just has to do with one promoter, says I need this much, I want that much, and manager, trainer, everybody wants to make a certain amount of money, and people are turning the fights down. They're not happening.
Yeah, and now
bad.
You're on the other side of it now, because now you have Jaron Ennis, and now Jaron Ennis looks like the best thing since sliced bread in boxing, right? How does that old mindset or current mindset, it greatly impacts Jaron Ennis in 2020? So how do you balance that duality in terms of now you're advocating for Jaron Ennis, and the business of boxing and or the mindset of boxing is to build everybody up until it gets to a point where it's combustion.
Right. And that's what Jaron's been doing. He's been perfecting what you would call his game. And
I'm gonna stop it right there. James Brown, what you just said here, I said exactly that yesterday. My show yesterday was Dump the Green Belt. Just yesterday. I said exactly that. I said dump the green belt, and I meant black fighters. That is not our sanctioning body. We should not be fighting each other for that stupid belt. They're making up titles every time I turn around. They're giving away these novelty belts. They just gave the Russell family give us free, the Amistad belt, I call it. The Juneteenth belt. I don't want shit from Mauricio Sillyman. Not with his track record. James Brown, go watch my live from yesterday, brother. When I'm done here, go watch it. I said exactly what you said. And I gave a whole detailed explanation as to why. I said no black person should even want that shit around their waist. Because it's a waste. I said exactly what you're saying. I said exactly that. Fuck that. Fuck them. And look at what Teofimo Lopez just said. They conspired to freeze Devin out. They put stock in Teofimo Lopez, and he was all right. And you remember when we was coming out of COVID, and he got the Lomachenko fight. And did we not get on here and say, yo, you know what? We need Loma to lose this fight because I know what they're trying to do with him. Remember that? Remember that? Get Loma the F up out of here. Remember that? Well, he beats Loma. And by the way, I don't see anyone screaming and hollering about, Teofimo beating Loma. And what happened there? Loma went into that fight, the WBC franchise champion. Wasn't even a real champion. Why? He had the real WBC belt, vacated it to get the franchise status because he asked for it. So that he could so he didn't have to fight Devin Haney. That happened. And instead of ridiculing the dude for not taking care of his mandatory, you rip Devin Haney. Devin wanted to fight him. What the fuck? And then you have Tank Davis calling him an email champion. I'm like, man, motherfucker, don't you understand that that's a derogatory term that they made up to degrade that black king? But he don't get it. I don't expect him to because he's stupid. Tank Davis is stupid. He's stupid. A lot of these niggas are stupid. They're thinking that what happened with Devin is an isolated incident. What was about to happen to Shane Mosley the night he fought Margarito, was that an isolated incident, or did Margarito cheat Miguel Cotto? Now watch this. We extend Miguel Cotto courtesy because that first fight, now it made sense. We was like, man, his face was kind of beat up. And then we're zooming in on the goddamn hand wraps of Margarito. It's like, yo, those look kind of ridiculous. But you know what? We'll never know for sure why. Those hand wraps been gone. They're gone. They probably burnt them up or threw them in a river somewhere. They're gone. So you can't say for sure. But we know he got caught trying to cheat Shane Mosley. So we kind of like put two and two together. But we don't know for sure. Not one time did anyone say, yo, Miguel, that's your fault. You should have sent someone to his locker room. You should have sent someone to his locker room and caught it. So, Miguel, that's your fault. Let's take it back to Kermit Cintron. I had Kermit Cintron on my show one time. He said, yo, that dude got me twice. Go watch Kermit Cintron versus Margarito, both fights. I never seen Kermit Cintron hurt like that. You know what Margarito did? If Kermit beats Margarito, which is something he could have done if Margarito ain't cheat, we was going to get Kermit Cintron versus Miguel Cotto at Madison Square Garden on the eve of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Margarito single-handedly fucked that up. He beat Kermit Cintron, he beat Miguel Cotto. And he was about to do the same thing. Oh, in between that, he knocked out Golden Johnson. Somehow, Brother Nas catches him. The commission was there. He had to tell the commission to do their job. Mosley knocks out Margarito, and then they checked the hand wrap, said, no, there was some shit in here. And they kicked him out the sport for like a year. Yeah, Robert, Cintron and Cotto, two Puerto Rican fighters on the eve of the Puerto Rican Day Parade, that would have been epic. Margarito fucked that up, y'all. Do y'all even know that? But no one told Kermit Cintron or Miguel Cotto or Golden Johnson, hey man, that's your fault that you ain't check his hand wraps. Now why am I bringing that up? Because when I told Mauricio Silliman, you know, WBC president, yo, the gloves are in Sugar Hill's house. You want to check the gloves? He told me, okay. He said, I ain't listening to this nigga. You're WBC champion. Trying to make history. 10-fight win streak, 10 defenses, right? And we're looking at these deflated gloves. He's turning cameras off. Right? But I know Rio Togo, the Japanese girl, when she beat the shit out of Labarbi and he heard something about skin gloves, the gloves was on his desk. Why the fuck Deontay Wilder don't get extended that same courtesy? No, we're told, Mauricio Silliman told us that we're stupid for trying to ruin a historical night of boxing. Historical for who? So does it surprise you that Teofimo Lopez has some sort of secret meeting? And he said what he said back in 2018? So now we're up to the Lomachenko fight. He beats Loma. The franchise status, what made it special is it's a special status awarded to a person who qualifies for it. And it was something that you couldn't lose, which means you can go up and down in weight. And let's say you go down in weight and you lose, you don't lose the status. You still have it. When Teofimo Lopez beat Loma, they handed him the franchise belt. And I'm like, why are they doing that? Come to find out, in real time, Mauricio changed the rules. He said, hey, now it can be transferred. I said, what is this? So let me get this straight. Lomachenko ain't have to fight Devin Haney 5 years ago. You gave him the franchise status. Now, Loma said that they offered it to him. But the rules say it has to be requested. So somebody's lying. If Mauricio is lying, then that's just typical. If Loma's lying, check this out, Loma. If Mauricio offered it to you, you still accepted it, which means you never wanted to fight Devin. That's what that means. But Devin get called the email champion as a term to degrade him. And that's what y'all ran with. So we got Pillow Fist, email champion, no chin. No chin. The same dude that rocked Devin Haney dropped Lomachenko. Can the church get an amen? The same nigga that rocked Devin Haney dropped Lomachenko. No chin? Right. I knew early that Devin was fighting the machine. I knew early. I said, I see what they're doing here. Devin is taking deals with demons. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn. But you know what you learned? That he was his own boss for real. And when you look towards Tank Davis and you say, well, who's running the show over here? Is it Floyd? No. Hey, Leonard, it's y'all? No, Tank a star. He makes his own decisions. Well, Loma, and then you go back to Floyd. I just played it for you, huh? So, Lomachenko or Ryan? Lomachenko, and this is before Ryan was on some bullshit. Lomachenko or Hector Garcia? Lomachenko or Rolly Romero? Lomachenko or Mario Barrios? Lomachenko or Pitbull Cruz? Devin don't sell. I don't give a fuck if it was 35,000 pay-per-view buys, which it wasn't. It was more than any of these clowns ever sold prior to fighting Tank Davis. So no matter which direction you go in, you're not gonna win this debate, man. You're not. This is elementary, my dear Watson. This is ridiculous. Devin is fighting multiple wars. The racist machines and you savage ass super monkeys. Oh shit. What's today? Monkey Tuesday. So when you talk about a protection agency, who's really being? I don't understand. Devin's looking to fight everybody. I didn't respect it. I mean, really, what the fuck are y'all doing? And all of this happening, and I still never said a Tank was trash in the ring. Never said that. That was y'all talking about Devin. And the same rules apply. If Devin ain't shit and Loma ain't shit, all of that movement at 135 and Tank didn't intervene and stop all of that shit, Tank was supposed to shut all that shit down. He didn't do it. He's giving you Rolly Romero. He's giving you Hector Garcia. He goes up to fight Mario Barrios, knocks him into a somersault. Goes back down to 135, and then y'all run around saying, even Coach Cal, oh, we'll fight Devin, but at what weight though? Nigga, 140. Huh? Y'all putting words in Tank's mouth. Y'all want him to put something in y'all mouth. Really, the way y'all be carrying on, it's crazy. But now, he still has Lomachenko problems, and I'm telling you, the machine supports Lomachenko. He got to win by knockout, man. He got to win by knockout. He has to. He has to. Loma been calling that dude out for 5 years, y'all. That's a fact. He was supposed to take care of Lomachenko. He was supposed to fix him the fuck up. By the time Devin fought Loma, it was supposed to be Tank's leftovers. He didn't do it. Why? Loma don't sell pay-per-views? He don't. He only been on one against Devin Haney. But it shouldn't matter because Tank's the star, right? Shouldn't matter. He was supposed to handle that business. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. And now, Teofimo Lopez is talking shit. Called him a nigga in the interview. Y'all heard it. If y'all watched Champ Side yesterday, y'all heard it. Go watch Champ Side from yesterday. I don't want to fight that nigga. I mean, that nigga don't want to fight. Now they backing him with the Nation of Islam thing on him. Now y'all gave him room to say shit like that. Everything that Teofimo Lopez is saying now, y'all gave him room to say that shit. Y'all did that. Congratulations. You did that shit. Y'all did that. Carl Brown, did you just pull up? Because everything I'm saying is of substance. Let me find out you one of those dudes that just likes, you just want to lick the Baltimore sign on Tank's back. Everything I'm saying here is of substance. I fucking hate Tank's behavior. Yes. Yes, I do. Everything I'm saying is with substance. I'm looking down at this kid's behavior. I'm looking down on his behavior. And if you stand in the pocket of his behavior, there's something wrong with you. But then again, young man, I'm 48 years old. I'm 48 years old. I stand on principle. Tank don't stand on shit. He don't. I always said, when it comes to sports, life in general, black people got to be 10 times better than everybody else. Has Tank been that with his behavior? The answer is no. He's not. And I stand on that because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Let me ask Carl Brown. Huh? Nah, you know me, but it's crazy how y'all have to repeat one another Can anyone make sense of this sentence, please? Help me here. Because, look, my slang stopped somewhere in the 90s. There's certain shit that y'all say that I don't understand. Because I'm an old man. I understand that. Can anyone translate this, please? And I'm not being funny, man. What are you talking about, Carl? Do you think I'm just up here hating on Tank just to hate him? Let me ask Carl a question. Why do you think I dislike Tank? Because I tell you, people pull up, oh, you're hating on Tank. I am. Why do you think Drew Titan hates Tank? I'm telling you, I hate Tank. Yes. Why do you think? Because you just pulled up and you didn't check the temperature of the room and you just made a statement. Why do you think I hate Tank? I'm gonna put that back up there. Now, why do you think I hate Tank? And look at the title, Haunted Past. Now read the title of the show. Tank didn't handle his business years ago, and now look, with the mad face. Do not time him out. Look at the picture. Look at what the meme says. No. I get all that. You said you fell back from boxing because of the way we talk now? Because of the way we talk? We meaning who? We who? You picked today to fire a shot. And when I say check the temperature of the room, I said don't time him out. I'm giving you room to breathe, young man. I'm asking you the position I have on Tank. You think it's not justified? Is that a picture of you holding a baby? Then you need to pay attention. Because if you see nothing wrong with how Tank is moving, that's sad. We ain't waving pom-poms in here, man. We're not doing that. Everybody gets held to a standard here. And I expect excellence from my people. Unfortunately, I don't get that. And because Tank did not handle his business, you got Lomachenko on his bumper, and you got Teofimo Lopez calling him a nigga. He don't even, and don't give me that, it's that New York shit. He lost that hood pass when he said what he said about black fighters. He broke away from that. Yeah, Carl Brown, because you need to pay attention because you're raising children, my man. You're raising children. That's why I pointed that out, brother. That's why I pointed that out. You're raising kids. You only see what we do. Do you go to KO page and do that shit? Or do you co-sign? When will you understand this is not about who I think wins between Tank and Devin? This is about etiquette. Y'all told Bill Haney it's not about the streets. Tank pulls up on Devin in the streets, and y'all co-signed it. You pull up on Devin and threaten to fight him for free in the street, but Turk out of shit offered you $50 million. You ain't do it. That's a pump fake. That's why I said you can't talk to me about this kid. I know what I see. I know what I see. So now you got Teofimo Lopez dropping the M-bomb in an interview. No, Carl. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What made you comment today? You said you've been here for years. I don't recall seeing you in my chat. What are you talking about? Talk to me. What are you talking about? Because I've been talking for 1 hour and 36 minutes. What are you talking about? I've been very clear. To my left, he got Lomachenko. To my right, he got Teofimo Lopez, a Latino racist, calling him nigger, making fun of his alleged religion now, calling him out about him being a fake Muslim. He said he was fake. He said they're putting the Muslim thing on him now, Abdul Wahid or whatever. But guess what? You know what's sad, Carl? You know what's sad? You can't call Teofimo Lopez a liar in that instance. I don't co-sign that nigga shit. I don't call him that nigga shit. I don't co-sign that nigga shit because Teo's a racist. In fact, his father got his ass beat by Keyshawn Davis in the camp when Teo Sr. said, oh, that's why we don't spar with niggas. And it escalated from there. That's why Keyshawn Davis is on his bumper. Teofimo said the world of boxing sees more value in black fighters so they can have their black fighters. He said that. But watch this. Teofimo Lopez can say, I was unified at 135, but Tank was there the whole time. Carl. So this is the haunted past I'm talking about. Tank was supposed to take care of Teofimo Lopez. Tank was supposed to take care of Vasily Lomachenko. He didn't do it. Devin was running around. He took care of Lomachenko. Y'all fucking clowned around and said, yo, Loma really won. He was chasing Teofimo Lopez. He ran all the way out the division. Tank was there the whole time, and while Devin was chasing real competition, what was Tank doing? I'll fucking show you. What Tank was doing was everything but Devin. Pause. Now tell me I'm hating on Tank. But why you tell me I'm hating on Tank? Tell me why he didn't handle, why he didn't fight. He didn't fight Devin. He didn't fight Loma. He didn't fight Teofimo, and Teofimo was unified. Devin Haney became undisputed with the machine against him. The WBC, because he said that about the WBC. But Teofimo fought on Top Rank, which is ran by who? The WBO. Okay? Devin did all of that. Kambosos could say he came through 135, became unified when he beat Teofimo, and Teofimo didn't even run it back with him. Devin had to do every fucking thing. And don't look now, when Devin went to 140 and vacated his belt, Tank said, I don't want the WBA strap. So now him and Shakur, and mind you, Devin tried to get Shakur's ass on the way out. Pause. And he ain't want no smoke. So now Tank and Shakur are sitting at 135 staring at each other. They should have fought. But I'm sorry, you let Coach Cal tell it, he'll tell you exactly why they ain't fight. Coach Cal told us exactly why they didn't want that fight. So let me get this straight. Because you feel the judges will be against you? Because there's a stigma of, even if you knock someone down, it'll be a 10-8 round. That stigma's on us now. That's what he said. Who wants to fight against a style like that? I don't care. Shakur's next up. You're supposed to contradict. You can't train Tank to contradict that style. Devin was gone. He moved on to Regis Prograis. Shakur and Tank were supposed to fight. They didn't fight. To this day, they ain't fight. Now, look at the picture again, Carl. So Devin goes on to beat Regis Prograis. Y'all call him a weight bully. Devin gets robbed and cheated, attempt on his life against Ryan Garcia. Y'all made fun of him. Then the truth comes out. Ryan's lying all over the place. Now y'all calling him a Karen. And then this. Carl. Then this. This. What does that say in the middle? El Mexico? Yeah. Then this. And this is after this nigga was arrested in Beverly Hills and escorted out of the goddamn hotel with a Magneto helmet on his head. He shakes his hand but pulls up on his Muslim brother in a parking lot. Don't ever in your life ask me or tell me why I'm hating on Tank. I fucking hate that kid. At 135, they are grooming Vasily Lomachenko to be the next undisputed champion. He has to knock Lomachenko out. If it gets to 12, you already know what they're going to do. You already know. And he's going to have to fight Shakur anyway. He's going to have to fight him anyway. He's going to have to. He didn't handle his business years ago. Now look, you think, watch this, y'all. You think that Tank didn't have enough talent to become undisputed? He was not even, Teofimo went belt collecting. Tank didn't even fucking, why didn't he fucking intervene and stop Teofimo Lopez? Why? I'll tell you why. That's a 50-50 fight. I don't care what you say. Teofimo got power. And he got footwork. Where's the lie? And I don't like Tio at all. But where's the lie? Why didn't they fight? He was supposed to stop Teofimo. He was supposed to stop Vasily Lomachenko. He was supposed to take care of Devin Haney. And then the last fight was supposed to be Shakur. Then go to 140. Then ever in your life ask me, oh, Drew, why you hating on Tank? Replay gang. I don't fuck with that kid. Cause he's an idiot. And now he got to deal with this. He let Loma breathe. And now Tiafimo is talking shit, calling him a fake Muslim, dropping the N-bomb. You did this. Devin was looking to fight. Devin was looking to fight everybody. Now he's like, man, that nigga don't want to fight, man. I'm trying to fight Bud. That's what he said. Calling you all kinds of niggas. And watch this. Did Tank even respond on Captain Twitter Fingers? Did he even respond? Did he even respond? Now watch this. He didn't even respond that I know. Y'all gotta let me know. I'm not on Twitter. Did he even respond to Teofimo Lopez? What, he can't find his phone now? But anything in reference to Devin Haney, he's on social media. Anything in reference to Ryan Garcia, he told us Ryan Garcia didn't cheat. He's shaking his hand and laughing with him, shitting on Devin Haney, his Muslim brother, and he has nothing to say about what Teofimo Lopez said about him? Drew, why do you hate Tank? Oh. There you go. Todd French in that super chat, he said, I didn't see no streaks in that spawn footage. Exactly. And by the way, the real footage came out, and like we said, he got his ass whipped. Our sister Shawa in that super chat, she said, you're coming too thorough. They ain't ready. It's too early, big bro. I ain't got to lie on this kid. The chef, this isn't up for discussion. This isn't up for debate. You want your 2 seconds of funk? Just take your shoes off and sniff them. I am God. It's not up for a discussion. See, this is what I'm saying. These are one of these little niggas that just like to argue. Fellas, you remember when you was younger and you was coming to your own and you was around that one chick that just like to run her mouth? When she needed to just shut up. Just shut up. This is not up for debate. It's not up for debate. Tank's an asshole. I proved it. And now, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all on Twitter, has Tank responded to what Teofimo said? I know when the New York State Athletic Commission said, nah, it's a no contest. It was suspended Ryan for a year. And he had to come up off his pockets. Tank sure did jump on Twitter and say, oh, give him his belt back. Crybaby. Anything Devin related, he's talking. There was an assault in the ring, an attempt on his life. Even Shakur said, yo, he need to be banned from the sport. And I agree with that. But you got Tank standing in the pocket. He hopped in Ryan's DM and said, hey, listen, man, I'm standing in the pocket for you, man. If you cheating, I'm gonna fuck you up. Ryan's response was, oh, I didn't cheat, but we could run it back if you want. And then he shows up at the fight with this shirt on. And they're laughing and joking. But this bitch ass nigga wants to roll up on death. After all of this shit, Ryan's been proven to be a cheater. It's been proven. But he wants to high five that nigga. I'm gonna take you out for drinks and shit. Ask me again why I hate Tank. Because he's not real. I would never allow a nigga like that in my set. When it comes time for revolution, you take your firearm, you knock his head off. Because you know when shit get thick, he gonna flip on you. So now, Carl, If you can't take my voice, this ain't the channel for you. When I yell, it's for a reason. That's what men do. That's what men do. When your kids get out of line, sometimes you got to raise your voice. And if you're an adult and you don't understand why I'm talking with this passion, this ain't the place for you, young man. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Realistically, my beef with Tank has nothing to do with boxing. But Carl, if you've been around, I said that. My disdain towards Tank has nothing to do with boxing. Or did you just pull up? You see what I'm saying, Carl? You're just arguing to argue. You can't just say, my bad, Brody. I understand. When did I say Tank was trash in the ring? Find the stream and timestamp it and put it in the chat. When did I say Tank is trash in the ring? Never said that. My opinion on Tank has everything to do with his lack of integrity. And he's a fraudulent black man. Fraudulent. Is he on Twitter jumping in Teofimo shit? How many niggas on Twitter jumping in Teo shit based off of what he said? Teofimo said, the industry sees more value in black fighters so they can have them. You keep your black fighters. He said that. And guess what? After he said that, after he beat Josh Taylor, he said that and he retired. But for no reason, at the Bud in Spence Presser in New York, I attended. Who walks through that door? His little ass. And I'm like, what is he doing here? These are the two most popular black fighters. And he's retired. Why is he here? How many times y'all heard me say that? I was like, I'm not the presser. What the fuck is Teofimo Lopez doing here? Y'all heard me say it. No smoke for Teofimo Lopez. And every time I point out something fucked up that Tank does, here they come. Here they come. Everything don't need an answer. What? You just think different? In other words, you have no educated response. Instead of saying, I'm gonna fall back and listen, it hurts you to say that you're wrong about something. It hurts you to say, you know what, I had you fucked up. It's okay. Oh, I misunderstood. It hurts you to say that? Let me tell you something, young man. Just because your dick work and you made a family, that don't make you an adult. This is a teachable moment for you. I was very clear. I never rooted against Tank until the Frank Martin incident. It had everything to do with Tank Davis' behavior. I can't fuck with that kid. And now he got Teofimo Lopez saying some shit about black people in general. He says nothing. He's high-fiving Ryan Garcia, and don't look now, he has a Lomachenko issue. All of these things he could have took care of when everybody was at 135. He didn't do it. Devin was legitimately trying to do it. And y'all calling him chinny and pillow-fisted and all kinds of ridiculous shit. But I'm supposed to fuck with Tank. Why? Because of his braids? Stop being ignorant, man.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Or I could coon out. Press 1 if you stole it. Press 1 if you stole it. I could coon out right now. The hair follicle test is going to exonerate Ryan Garcia. Don't worry, Tank Davis is going to take care of that business for you. What's that? I can't hear you. Wait, hold on. Is that banana? Yeah, go on! a few Mars in that super chat. Salute, sis. Sis, salute to the King Drew. Man, salute to you, sis. Salute, I appreciate you. Carl Brown, ain't no one telling you how to think. I'm laying down my opinion. I don't tell you how to think. When did I say, yo, think this way? I click live and people show up. If you're not interested in what I got to say, you could leave. I don't force no one to be here. This is all my opinion. But my opinion is supported by the facts. I didn't lie on Tank. I don't have to. I said he's fraudulent as a black man. I don't trust him based off of what he's done. Watch this. Carl Brown, did Ryan cheat? Watch this. Carl Brown, did Ryan cheat? Did Ryan Garcia cheat? We're going to straighten this out right now. I'm asking a question. Carl, did Ryan cheat? Did Ryan cheat? Because that's not up for debate. She was up for debate because y'all, the last line that y'all tried to hold was, well, I'm just waiting for the athletic commission to say something. Just disregard everything we already knew. Disregard all the lies, because he lied. Ryan told several lies, got caught on all of them. And I meant to make a short video about something that he did in particular. But did Ryan cheat? Yes or no? Look, I ain't gonna wait on you. You taking too long. Ryan cheated. Why the fuck is Tank standing in the pocket for him? After Tank himself called him goodbye. That's it. He said, I can't say if he cheated, and then put smiling emojis as if that's supposed to make it better. I don't do trolling here, dude. So goodbye. Goodbye. This is what I'm saying. This is the problem with young black men. Just because you have a family don't make you a man. Now, I don't know how he is as a father. I'm hoping and praying that he's a good father, a great father. What I'm saying is, when you're wrong and strong, that's a character flaw. And what you saw from Carl Brown was a character flaw. I didn't start my live and talk about, hey, man, Tank is this because I don't like his shoe size or whatever. No. My opinion is based off of his characteristics and based off of what he's done. And now you got all the smoke for Devin Haney, but you ain't saying shit about what Teofimo Lopez said because he done said your name. And what can Teofimo Lopez said? Hey, man, I was at 135. You didn't say anything to me, Mr. A-Side, and I'm Latino. We could have made some money, but you ducked me, and I beat Lomachenko because Lomachenko, you ducked Lomachenko, I beat him. I was unified. Hell, he says he's undisputed. Because he had a green belt. It wasn't the real one. You know what privilege is? When you look up the ESPN's champions in the 4-belt era, Teofimo Lopez is on the list. George Kambosos is on the list. And that's wrong. They didn't have the green belt. The real one. That Loma vacated. See? Where's Tank in all of this? Tank became an email champion with the WBA strap. Where y'all in all of this? But Loma's still here. You called out for that smoke? Win. That's all I'm saying. Because if he fucks around and loses, my live is going to be epic. I'm not going to drag him. I'm not going to talk shit about him. I'm going to tell the truth. Imagine the live Saturday night when they announced Loma as the winner. But we know we saw Tank win 8 rounds. I'm going to click live and be like, y'all tell me what y'all saw. And I'm going to tell y'all I told you so. I'm going to tell y'all did this. I'm going to tell y'all this is why Floyd ain't want him in the ring with that dude. This is why. And then I'm going to tell y'all remember how y'all treated Devin? Remember that? That's all I'm going to say. if it's a robbery, I'm gonna call it a robbery. But y'all deal with it. Once that shit is signed, those Ukrainians show up to y'all chats and start chewing y'all out and calling y'all all kinds of niggas and shit. Y'all deal with it. Been there, done that. I'm not doing it. And I'm not standing in the pocket for Tank ever again. He don't need my help. He got y'all dumbasses. But this is what he gets. He better knock Lomachenko out. He better knock him out. It's fucking ridiculous. So y'all can go to those coon channels and get that feel good. You ain't gonna get that here. I ain't got a lie for that kid, man. I'm past my time. I'm just gonna be putting in premieres for the next, for the rest of the week, because I got a lot of things that I'm doing. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing premieres. I won't be live officially until next Monday, probably. No, Tuesday. Next Tuesday. That's like July 2nd. Next Tuesday, I'll be live. But I got a lot of things that I have to handle, a lot of personal stuff. Man, salute to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Tank fans, you like me? No. And that's okay, because I know why. So y'all go ahead and stay on code, because I don't identify whatever code that is. Generals on Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Monkey!